on The Chris Smith Show. This is All Things Automotive with Sydney City Lexus and Sydney City Toyota Managing Director, John Roca.
John Roca is in the studio. It's been a while since we've been together in the studio, since maybe late November, early December. He is the dealer principal of Sydney City Lexus in Waterloo and Sydney City Toyota. We're going to talk about that in a second. Welcome. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Chris. Happy New Year to you. Good to be back.
Yeah, good.
Together.
Yeah, correct. Sydney City Toyota, you've just moved in. You've spruced it all up. Tell us about the new showroom.
So we've opened up a new Lexus showroom at Glebe, corner of Ross and Parramatta Road, Glebe. We had Toyota there previously.
Yep.
And we've just built a fantastic new facility for all of our Lexus owners out there that are looking to upgrade. You've now got a new home. You've got two homes, Waterloo and Glebe.
Great. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. That's right on Parramatta Road there, isn't it?
That's it, on the corner.
Office Works.
That's it.
All right. Today's segment, we're going to get an update on the supply of cars in the new year in 2022. If you've got a question for John Roca, go right ahead. Doesn't have to be a particular brand. If it's about a car you have that's not Toyota, not Lexus, that's fine. He is here to answer all your questions on any make or model of car. 131873. If it's insurance related or maybe finance related, he can answer all your questions as well. Now, is there light at the end of the supply tunnel in 2022?
Well, if you asked me the question a month ago, I would have said yes. The answer is no, unfortunately.
Right.
It's gotten worse. The situation's gotten worse.
Because of Omicron?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's having the same effect that it's having on us globally. All the factories that we've spoken about in the past with the semiconductors and the rest of it have made it even worse. So we are probably in the worst scenario in terms of stock for dealers and customers in Australia than we've ever been over the last 2 years.
So if you don't see it on the showroom floor, you've got to have a lot of patience.
Absolutely. We've got situations where dealers just do not have a car on the showroom floor. They're putting used cars on new car showrooms.
Really?
Yeah, it's that bad.
Unbelievable.
I'll give you an example. I've got a holding yard that would normally hold 450 cars. There are 0 there. And I've got 2 brand new Lexus showrooms, and I've had to split 16 cars between the 2 of them and put not for sale signs in them. So it's ludicrous. And let me tell you, it's just gotten worse for 2 other reasons. Have you heard of a stink bug?
Yeah.
So stink bugs now have contaminated a lot of the ships that were delayed, that were showing up with all the cars everybody was waiting for months.
A stink bug pandemic.
It's a pandemic of stink bugs. And these ships have been turned around back to the countries of origin where they were originally built, which has made the situation worse. And those who have gotten through, we've got an issue with logistics in Australia, as we've spoken about before, because of the new Omicron, and we can't get cars off docks that are there, so it's just gotten worse.
Wow. Well, that, in terms of the dock problem, that will dilute itself as Omicron dilutes.
Absolutely. And I think we're probably at the worst part of that. I think over the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, we'll get around that. Dealers have had to do their own sort of work and actually go to docks and collect cars from yards, because the larger companies we're contracted with just can't find drivers. It's incredible.
All right. 131873 is the telephone number. Let's go to Peter from the Blue Mountains. Pete, you've got a question for John. Go right ahead.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah. Hi, John. John, after 30 wonderful years of having a company vehicle, I'm about to retire. And so I now have to put myself through the pain of buying a vehicle.
Yes.
And paying the petrol and all the rest of it. But I'm locked into the Toyota Kluger. I'm not looking around for anything else. I think the Kluger's a terrific vehicle.
Yep.
Just wondering, should I start to go shopping now, even though I'm retiring in July?
Excellent question. The answer is you need to shop now. One of those ships, in fact, 3 of those ships that I just mentioned were full of Klugers. So there's already a massive waiting list on Toyota Kluger. So any advice I would give anybody that's looking to buy a car in the next 6 to 12 months is start planning now, because you probably won't get one any earlier than then anyway. So I would put an order in now. I'd be test driving the cars now, doing all your paperwork and all your maths to make sure that you're good to go when you're ready.
You're going to have a bit of patience though, Pete.
Yeah, well, if my wife and I have to share a car, it could be a rocky start to retirement. But anyway, we'll see how we go.
Well, Pete, I'll help you with that. I'll take your number offline and I'll make sure you get your car when you need it.
I'm happy with that too, John.
All right, stay there, Pete. Stay there. We'll give you VIP service thanks to John Roca. We'll put you back to Leslie and we'll get your number, and John will talk to you a little bit later. Now, So you're saying to him, for a Kluger, he's waiting until July or August?
Yes.
Right. So it's a 6-month wait now.
6-month wait, because there are cars coming through, but we've had so many months of built-up demand that the ones that are coming in are pre-sold.
Right.
So very little lands on the showroom floor ready to go.
Right, okay. What about the used car market? Does that mean that we're now going to see our used cars go up in price?
Same. A used car's never been worth more. There are some used cars that are demanding higher prices than new cars that are 2 years old. It's incredible. So, yeah, if you're looking to sell a car, now is the time to sell your car if you've got a spare one. Valuations on used cars, it's like real estate. Just boom, gone berserk. So whatever you're driving today is worth a lot more than possibly what you even paid for it a year, 2 years ago.
Okay, and in terms of make, what badges will be worth a lot more than others?
I think the regular badges, I mean, your top 10, you know, your Toyotas, your Mazdas, your Hyundais, they're all still very good. Your regular brands are going to keep, but at the moment, anything with 4 wheels, Chris, has good resale. Okay.
We'll take your call straight after a break. John Roca and all things automotive, whether it's finance, whether it's new cars, second-hand cars, or you've got a question about servicing. 131873. Go right ahead, and we'll take your call right after this.
Traffic. Listen to Money News, Monday to Thursday night from 7 on 2GB.
Up at Riverstone, we've got the lights playing up on Garfield Road and Piccadilly Street. Please take it easy through that intersection. Kempsey, Portsmouth Smash and Canterbury Road and Bexley Road. That's mainly affecting westbound traffic towards Punchbowl. We've got delays all the way back to the BMW showroom. At Strathfield, you'll hit the anchors at times on Centenary Drive from Rookwood all the way up to Arthur Street. Average speed out there, 30 k's an hour at times. I'm Dennis Lee on Sydney's traffic leader, 2GB 873.
In these uncertain times, funding your lifestyle in retirement is becoming harder. But for over 15 years, HomeSafe Wealth Release has helped senior homeowners do just that, and without going into debt. Thousands of HomeSafe Wealth Release customers have used the equity in their homes to pay off debt, renovate, or just to live on. See how HomeSafe can help you by visiting homesafe.com.au or call 1300 307 059. Available in most postcodes in Sydney. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, the doors are open again, so it's time to renew yourself in Sydney. Swap Zoom calls for zooming around our exhilarating harbour. Abandon the couch for front row seats at the theatre. Trade takeaway coffees for a sit-down brunch and chinwag with your closest friends. Leave the cooking and indulge in world-class cuisine at one of Sydney's many fine restaurants. Or take time out just for the two of you with a stay in a gorgeous hotel room overlooking the city. How good's that? Get back to all those things you missed. Renew yourself with a new perspective of your city. Book those tickets, make those plans, recharge your senses and experience the best of Sydney. Book your Sydney holiday today starting from $149 per night at all.accord.com/NSW.
Get back into it safely at Bunnings Trade with safety gear and equipment from the brands you can trust, like Trojan, 3M and Bailey Ladders. Purchase with PowerPass in-store or online. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
Looking to do something amazing in 2022? Something that supports young people and is rewarding for you? Having a mentor during the teenage years can change the course of a young person's life. Help us be better equipped to deal with life's challenges. All we need is the gift of your time. Sign up today and get trained to become a youth mentor at raise.org.au.
It's our largest organ. Are you taking care of it? Cetaphil Skincare is dermatologically tested and defends against 5 signs of skin sensitivity with simple, gentle and effective solutions. So whether you're carving it up, sweating it out, getting to work, or your skin's as dry as the outback, when it comes to protecting your sensitive skin, Cetaphil's got your back. And your arms. Oh, and your legs. And your face. Cetaphil is available for a great price at Chemist Warehouse.
Are you tired of having to explain what you need because your current home care provider constantly sends different support workers? As one of only a few home care providers offering true self-management, Homemade lets you choose regular local independent support workers from a huge ready-to-go partner network. And you could enjoy up to double the hours of support you currently get due to lower fees and charges. To find out more about switching your home care package, visit homemadesupport.com.au.
The Chris Smith Show on 2GB. Celebrate Chinese New Year at Bing Lee with a bonus 10% Bing Lee gift card on selected products. Hurry, offer ends Sunday. Shop at binglee.com.au.
I've got to squeeze in the first question in the rolling quiz for you. Rolling quiz for all you trivia buffs, and we've got some audio to play for you today. 3 well-known female sports stars are featured in our audio clips. 3 well-known female sports stars. I'll play you the first clip very shortly, and you are playing for a Spinalese pillow, of course. Neck pain, headaches and snoring, or if you just need a great night's sleep, Spinalese pillow. Spinalese, eze.com.au. I've got one, love it. Matter of fact, I think there are 3 in our house at the moment, which is terrific. And I'm going to match that up with 2 fabulous Smithy's Good Tucker wine glasses, courtesy of gempp.com.au, gem, Jem, pp.com.au. And thank you once again, John, for those fabulous wine glasses, Good Tucker wine glasses. Here is the first clue. Remember again, these are 3 Australian female sporting stars.
I loved going and working over in Europe to see how they train in Chantilly. It's magnificent training.
Oh. Got to know your female sports stars today. Who is that? We had that particular person on this radio program not long ago. Not very long ago at all. That might be something you could use. Raid is on the line right now and has a question for John Roca. Go right ahead.
All right.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Actually, it's not a question. It is a comment about the waiting time for Toyota to supply vehicles. I ordered a vehicle last year in April, and now we are January, and there is no sign of it, and there is no promise of when it's coming.
Right.
That's how much is the waiting time, especially for a hybrid. So
correct.
I ordered a Toyota Corolla SX hybrid.
Yes.
And they keep promising, it's going to be next month, but it's not confirmed. It's next month, but it's not confirmed. It's next month, but not confirmed. So, and that keeps dragging and dragging. And the last results, the last news was in this January, it says, it is in March built, but it's not confirmed. So the 6 month waiting period is not really 100% right, because initially they said 3 to 5 months. Now it's nearly a year, and I didn't see the car yet.
Yeah.
And I signed a contract and everything.
Nearly a year.
Right, it's not unusual. It's in fact, the fact that it's a hybrid makes it even more difficult. There are cars that are over 12 months, so I did say it was 6 to 12 month wait. So depending on the model that you've chosen, delays have just been forced upon us one after the other, and it's very difficult and frustrating from a dealer's point of view, trying to communicate with customers to when the car's coming when we don't know ourselves. But all I can say is we've got to remain patient. It will get better, but it's going to be very, very tight for 2022 for the whole year.
As you said, worse than what it was in 2021.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Unbelievable. Wendy in Gregory Hills, good morning to you, Wendy.
Morning, Wendy.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. You?
Excellent. So I'm looking for a car for my daughter. It's first car. She's just got her license. We're looking at a 2020 Yaris. It's done about 27,000 kilometres, and the buyer's asking about 18,500. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's a very good price for that car. I think the mileage is excellent. The car is only very, very close to new. It would still be under new car warranty, that car. So I would say at that price, if you've seen the car and it's in very good condition and you can also get it inspected, I think that is value for money, that car, and a great resale car. There wouldn't be many of those around either, so I would jump on that car if you like it.
There you go, Wendy.
Oh, great.
Wendy,
awesome. Thank you
jump
so
on
much.
it. Yep.
Great stuff. Now, someone else was asking, Graham is asking, if I've got a second-hand car about 10 years of age, really good condition, low kilometres, what's the best way to sell it? Should I do it privately, online, with a dealer? Where to go?
For best bang for buck is privately, so that's where you're going to get the most. But if you don't want to sell a car privately and have people show up at your home and test driving the rest of it, you will never get a dealer paying you more money than right now. So you're in the best of both worlds. If you've got the time, the patience, sell it privately. If not, confront a dealer of that brand, that particular mark, and they will pay you good money for that car.
Good on you, Graham. Thank you for the question. Gary, go right ahead.
Hey, Gary.
Yes, good afternoon. I was just thinking in regards to, I know nobody would have thought the virus would have turned up here in Australia, but the local car industry, I think we're really suffering now that it's gone. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, definitely. Things will be very, very different for some particular models, wouldn't they?
Yes, well, I'm a Ford man, through and through, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Same as we got the Holden guys, and I think it's just a real shame that now we're so dependent on getting cars from other countries, especially in the current situation.
Yeah, it's interesting. Components still would have been an issue. The semiconductors still wouldn't be going into the cars regardless of where they were made. So I think Australian manufacturers would have, fought the same battles as the ones overseas. But I do get your point.
Oh, fair call. Chris, great show too. Love it. Listen to you every weekend. It's great.
Thank you, Gary. You're from Parkes, are you? Where I used to work.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
That's great. Good to hear from you. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, Gary.
Bye-bye.
Yes, I used to work at 2PK in Parkes.
2PK.
Great little radio station. Yeah, I was jack of all trades. I did the morning program at 9 o'clock. Then I did the news every day in the breakfast program. And then I called the football on the weekend.
Bit like your last 2 months, mate. You've been everywhere. And television.
It's been very, very busy indeed.
It has.
Another Gary from South Maroota. Good morning, Gary.
G'day, guys.
Hey, Gary.
How are you?
Good, Gary.
I bought a LDV 2020 in October for work, but I changed jobs. I didn't work. I shut the business down and I went and worked for somebody else. So it's been sitting at home since March, virtually.
Wow.
Would I get good retail? What would I be looking at to sell that?
Gary, I'm assuming that's a utility?
Yeah, it's a dual cab.
Yeah, dual cab. Look, there's a high demand for that type of product. So there's, as I said before, there's 2 things you can do. You can try and advertise it privately. If you can't be bothered, I'll be driving that to an LDV dealer, and they will pay you good money for that car because they wouldn't be able to supply at the moment. So that is excellent stock. That's a prime example of what I was saying earlier. If you need to get rid of a car, now's the time to do it. I'd drive that to a dealer first. You might be happy with what you get for that car, and then just let them write you a cheque, and you don't need to bother with anything else.
Right, it's only got 25,000 on it. So
perfect for a tradie. Perfect for a tradie. You're in a really good position to sell that car for good money.
Good on you, Gary. All the best. B has phoned through. You have a resale query, B.
Hey, B.
Hi. Good morning. I have a car which I love, which is a Lexus 200. NXT, and it's got 80,000 kilometres on it. It's a 2016. I'd love to get a hybrid. I didn't do that the first time around. I'm just wondering about resale and the availability of a hybrid. And I believe they're now a 300 or a 350. I just wanted to clarify all those things. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's perfect timing. We've just launched the all-new NX today, so your timing couldn't be better. The resale on your particular car would be somewhere in the range between $35,000 and $40,000. And the new vehicle starts in the early 60s. So you can check out the new NX at any of our dealerships, which were basically driven out of the showrooms yesterday.
Right, great.
So good time to change over. You'll do really well, even with 80,000 kilometres. That's a really good car for resale.
Good on you, B. Well done, thank you. I've run out of time, John Roca, Principal of Sydney City Lexus and Sydney City Toyota. We will see you in a couple of weeks.
Done. Thanks, Chris.
Good on you.
To see you.